Again, I speak on the behalf of Greg and Sue Smith. Much of our work in Fredericksburg is through LUCHA Ministries, through which we provide to this day counsel and representation to qualified refugees, asylees, and others seeking an immigration legal benefit. Shortly after we opened in 2016, a Burundian refugee family came to us requesting our help to renew their lawful permanent resident status, or as the process is more informally called, the renewal of their green cards. Along with the family's father and mother were a number of children, one of whom was named Fainas, who along with her siblings sat quietly around our office table as we spoke mostly with their parents, answering and confirming family information that would help us determine their eligibility to renew their status. The filing process was relatively short, consisting of only a couple of face-to-face meetings before each member signed their own separate application, which we then sent to the United States Citizenship and Immigration Services for a decision. Happily, each family member's renewal application was approved by USCIS quickly, within a matter of months. We filed the family's completed file away and moved on. Fast forward to 2023. Since last year, as program director, I've sought to enlarge our current staff and expand our program's capacity in light of future need. After including a blog post last December in our quarterly e-newsletter, requesting prayer to find someone to become a Department of Justice accredited representative like I had been, halfway believing finding such a person was virtually impossible, Jeanne Anderson at Fredericksburg Baptist Church contacted me and said, "I think I found the perfect person to apply to work with your legal services team assisting immigration clients. I've known her for almost her entire life. She's young, smart, and highly driven to serve the refugee and immigrant communities now so that she can prepare herself to become an immigration attorney. And can you believe it? She's a refugee herself. Her name is Fainas." At first, I couldn't believe what she was telling me. And then quickly enough, I realized this is God at work. This is God providing a way not just for the future viability and capacity of our program, but much more importantly, this is God providing for the immigrant and refugee community. God is a God of welcome, a God who demonstrates the Spirit never stops working to extend welcome and care to the most vulnerable, even working in the hearts, minds, and passions of the children of refugees, asylees, and others who to become themselves the love and welcome of God for some of the most vulnerable among us, the immigrant community. How can I be so sure God is raising up immigrant children to love the immigrant stranger? I am sure because our current Department of Justice accredited representative, Melanie, is herself a daughter of Salvadoran mother and Mexican father, who came to us 3 years ago and told us their deepest desire was to work alongside Bill, our volunteer immigration attorney. And while finishing her college education, is now on her way to studying law and becoming an immigration lawyer. Similar story, but before January, Melanie and Fainas had never met. Jesus himself, a refugee and the child of refugees, clearly and unequivocally tells his followers that we must welcome the stranger. I'm grateful to serve in partnership with River Road Church Baptist in fulfillment of this call on my life. But Jesus is clearly not just calling people who look just like me. Christ is calling and raising up many others, including the daughters and sons of immigrant parents, to become God's welcoming and helping presence. Isn't that something? Thanks be to God. Thanks be to God for you, Greg and Sue, and for your good work, and for allowing us to be a part of that good work. Amen.